Okay, welcome back to Terra Invicta. Last time we had just completed the Outpost Mining Complex project and discovered just how dauntingly expensive it is going to be. And it was rather disappointing. So it's going to be a while before we can mine on the moon. I see that we've got a couple of people who have snatched up some bases over here, not just us. I'm wondering if we should perhaps snatch up one of the remaining ones. However, the resources don't seem amazing. So we can go look at our base over here, Shackleton Crater. Our outpost mining complex requires 56.9 boost to be built back on Earth. We don't have that. So it's going to take us over a year to get that amount of boost. We're going to have to find other ways to get it, because that's just not going to cut it. It would be way cheaper if we built it in orbit or in space somewhere. But again, if we went to an asteroid and we built a base there, we would still have to build a mining complex there, which, same problem. So the first base is always the problem. So let's go back to Earth and we have a look. Let's look at all our nations and where we're getting our boost from. We're getting from Russia, Italy, Belarus, and Kazakhstan. Actually, not from Belarus. It's just because it's in the Eurasian Union. Israel is our next one. So we can look at boosting Israel. We can look at capturing that second control point there. Maybe even fully capturing Belarus over there might give us a little bit more out of the budget from the Eurasian Union, but I don't think that's actually a huge amount. It's definitely Russia, Kazakhstan, and then a little bit from Israel. Italy, we could look at doing a capture there because the Academy and others have been putting a lot of money into this place. 2 additional mission control, 5 boost per year. Not the worst idea to try and get that. We could get more out of Russia if we captured some of these other control points. And of course, Kazakhstan, our nation that produces the bulk of our boost, maybe we can look at improving that. Kazakhstan has become a nation of advanced education, integrated cohesion, low inequality, $27,000 GDP per capita. Not a bad place, eh? I don't know how that compares to how it was 2 years ago, just about. And this is what happens when you start putting money into different areas of your country. And we can actually look at the global nation graph over here and we can see, yes, we do want to perhaps look at United States. We were focusing on there. There is an untapped market of boost there for us. A very high untapped market of boost. Though actually Kazakhstan is ahead of them. We've done good. They do have a nice lot of mission control there. China would be great, but that's going to be even harder to get because we haven't even been able to do a public campaign there. Japan's not bad. There's someone who's already done a crackdown there. We can look at things like the investment income, and let's see where Kazakhstan is on that list. Not bad. That's what, the top 13, I think. Don't know where it was at the start of the game, but I think that's a definite improvement. So I think for boost, really, we should be looking at the United States of America. We'd also get a massive research bonus from them. Then maybe we should look at Japan. Each control point costs 16, which is half of the United States. There's still a decent amount of boost available there. It might be possible. Let's advance time so we can get to the next mission phase. See what happens between then and now. Oh, they're at war.
The people will come to our side.
Public support has increased in the United States by 20%, now stands at 37. Yeah, I forgot. Japan is at war with, what was it, Ethiopia or something stupid? I don't know why. Successfully wiped out all the alien life forms in Stockholm. Yeah, they're at war with Ethiopia, so maybe we don't want to get involved in that. Stick with the United States plan. And let's just look at our xenoforming thing. Finland is definitely getting a problem there. Russia has formed an alliance with Italy. I am happy with that because I'm in both of them. I don't see any other xenoforming, so if we get, I think, Leji over here to assault aliens in Helsinki. Okay, there actually are some in Saudi Arabia as well. But let's get rid of these ones here. We've got a little bit of ops dispenser. We'll pop in 1 point there. Now, if we look at the United States over here, we are at a public support of 37%, which is the highest. The resistance is at 21%. If we do a control nation here in the United States, his base score, he is our best persuasion dude. If we pop in 64, we're only at 12%. That's not great. I think let's do another public campaign here. Can throw in some money to get up to 80% success chance. His persuasion is only 7, so yeah, it's way less. Defend interests in Kazakhstan has expired, so we need to actually do that, since, you know, that's where everything is happening for us. So let's do that. We can investigate some of our counselors. Who is questionable? We know hers. I think we were doing it on Thomas over there because we didn't know. I mean, this is Vagish. He can't do it on himself. So let's... maybe we should fully cap Israel to get the little bit of extra boost available from there. It will start eating against our cap, but it is a way for us to get like 0.1 boost. I'm not actually sure that's the most cost viable if we look at the United States. There are 6 control points, so 6 of 2.3. Maybe it is actually cost viable. Though I think long term, our best bet is still the United States. We can increase the score by leveling up some of our counselors, though it's just this guy who has... Ooh, we can get the Federal Security Service from Russia. Cost money gives persuasion, unity, ooh, lots of admin, some security, some investigation. Though the cost is high, very high. So this is a government-only one. Oof. Detain Counselor, Crackdown, Surveil Nation. His hometown is the United States. Do we have a person with government who's not from the United States? It feels weird to have someone from the United States with the FSS over there. Not that Finland and Russia have the best relations. Investigate Counselor, she does not have. Surveil Location, she does not have. Detain Counselor, she does not have. Crackdown, she does. So she will get a lot of missions from that. It costs us a lot of influence. It gives us a lot of things. Gives her a lot of admin. It makes her more useful. But the monthly cost might be problematic. So maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. I think at this point we don't want to go negative on anything else. We're really starting to get problems with that. So I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. You can tell me if this was a bad idea, but I'm going to ignore that for now. If we did a purge with you in Japan on this one over here, you could get a max of 48 with 64. So it's not that successful. I think our focus should be on the United States and capturing more of Russia and maybe Israel. It's not worth it. Let's just do an investigate counselors on our own people. You can go do it on him again. Could maybe do 2 public campaigns in the United States. That's a lot of money. Okay, Thomas Anise has an actual loyalty score of 17. That dude is fully on board. We don't have to worry about him. Great.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Increased support in the United States. Great, great, great. Criminal favors. Vagish Luthra was supposed to be done with this life. Yet, as the polite man with a goatee sitting across from the table from him calmly explains, it's not as simple as that. He has accumulated certain debts and expectations in the Underworld, and simply working for Project Extras now hasn't changed that. Nevertheless, it won't be anything too big, nothing to worry about. Just a small favor for old time's sake, just a little thing. Nah, I don't do that work anymore. Possibility 1, 25%, nothing happens. 50% firebombed. Lose up to 3 of their non-unique orgs. Jeez. 25% assassinated. No thanks. Agree to smuggle some unsavory contraband during his travels. Gain 1,000 monies. Inequality increases by 1 and cohesion changes by 1 in Kazakhstan. 50% detained for 4 mission phases. Is that because he is in Afghanistan that that's the country he's chosen? Agree to remove an inconvenient local politician from the scene. 50% chance gain 1,000 monies. Unrest in India increases by 1. India's democracy score changes by 1. 50% chance that he'll be detained. Agree to carry out a daring heist to steal something very valuable. Critical success, gain 10,000 monies and 10 science. 20% gain 10,000. Failure 75% will be detained for 4 mission phases. Yo, that's rather tempting, isn't it? 5% chance that he gets 10 science, I think? Or is that 10? It's got to be 10 science, right? Or is it 10 Xeno studies or something? I don't really mind destabilizing India. It is a target for us, but it's so far from us that we really don't see that being anytime soon. I don't want to destabilize Afghanistan. I don't want a chance of him getting assassinated. So we're either going to go for 50% chance of $1,000 and destabilizing India or getting arrested, or 50% chance of, 5% chance of a ton of money and science, 20% chance of a ton of money, or 75% of getting detained for 4 months or 4 mission phases. Were the others 4 mission phases as well? Yeah. I'm very tempted. I'm going to do it. Agree to carry out a daring heist. Come on, random chance. Against all odds, the heist took place just as he had planned it. There were a few tense moments, but in the end, everyone involved got away, with the authorities none the wiser. Vigish's Underworld contracts are pleased and have paid him the agreed share of the proceeds. So it wasn't a critical success, but we still got 10,000 monies. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. New orgs we can acquire gives admin costs. That's not bad though. You'll see that if it's an org that gives you admin, you can buy it even if you filled up because it calculates that ahead of time. So you can add to it. Let's just start looking at all of them. Give science and influence and a public campaign. Not bad. Engineering group, engineering income and income. Chiron's semiconductors gives steel project. Money, influence, investigation and espionage. Not bad. A decent sort of single pointer. I might not mind giving that to this dude. See, I wouldn't mind giving our scientist some more science. Well, research. But we would have to give them the other one as well. So we give them that and then give them that. I would prefer to give her more boost stuff though. I mean, we can give it to him and then we can add a 3-star thing to him as well. Because he does have the money. Let's do that. Now we can also get Sandia National Labs on him. Oh, I didn't think of that. We could even get that on our scientist. We could put this in our pool. I haven't shown this before, but then we can give it to her. And then we can give her Sandia National Labs, which give a lot more research and more science. So now we'd have to show that in editing, but her research has gone up to 95. So I think that was worth it. She is now costing money, but I think that's all right because having that just gives so much more research. And we've got another engineering project, but with our tech, it doesn't really matter at the moment because we need to get some later on stuff to get that. I mean, we are now going to be at a slight deficit of money, so maybe it wouldn't be the worst idea to give some income things to some of our other councillors over here. Well, now we're getting an even better income. So I think that was overall a good move. Let's see, control nation. We can get up to 12% success chance. We are only at 32. Oof. 12%. It's not worth it, is it? We're at 42% public opinion there. That's just not enough. Let's do another month there. Give you 80% chance. Let's look at stability or unrest. Syria, still our bad one over there. So let's take you. Go to Syria, do a stabilize there. 78% is enough for me. We've got some investigate alien activity. We can do some in Oman over here. We might even want to do a surveil if they're doing abductions over there. Because that's what we need to do for our mission, I believe. Yeah, perform surveil location in areas with suspected alien presence. Ooh, okay. We've got some control points that are not defended there. In Italy, we have a little bit of a success chance with a crackdown against these. It might be worth taking that opportunity just to see. More increase in the United States. That's great. Reduced unrest in Syria. We actually conducted a successful crackdown in Italy. There was only, I think, a 55% chance, so that's cool. We might be able to get that second point there. I don't really like that we're performing against the resistance, but I mean, they already hate us, so whatever. Successful investigate alien activity. I think that's always guaranteed anyway. So we are now above our cap point over there, probably because we increased the skills of our people with that previous thing. The Southern Balkan states, under the control of the Academy and Russia, have formed an alliance. I'm happy with that because I would want to merge them into a federation as well. So that's cool. You can dump in influence there, but she's not the best one for this. It's 17%. We had one guy who was from America. I think it was this dude, right? Does he have a higher success chance from being from here? It's still, we've got control points in rivals, which is causing us issue.
I'm here.
Yeah, it's still this dude who is better at this. We can look at perhaps increasing his persuasion. I mean, we are focusing on persuasion on this dude, so giving him a little bit more this way is not a bad idea. Oh, you can increase it to a maximum of 25. I thought it was 20. My bad. I'm going to give him that and see what happens. I'm going to give this dude an admin point and a persuasion point. I'm going to give her nothing, her nothing, him nothing. Could also increase his security, but let's see. Just influence income, that's fine. We can leave that for now. But let's see, we got this guy some more persuasion. We're now at a base of 3%. We can get up to 22% success chance in the United States. That's an improvement. What was it, 17 just now? 64 influence for this. 1 in 5-ish. I'm going to do it. Because once we've got one control point, it will be easier the next time.
Establishing control.
I'm here.
It might be a waste of influence, but yeah. Continue to stabilize here. Do you have a better purge chance? Oh, you're clicking on the wrong one. 41%.
Standing by.
Oh yeah, way higher, way higher. Give you 4 influence and you can go up to 83%. Okay, what are you going to do? We can assault alien assets, Muscat, Oman, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, or Yemen. Things are spreading around here like crazy. Not great. Well, we have Oman, so I think it's best to put our money there. Keep doing surveil over here because I feel like something is going to happen. This whoop. Project complete, interplanetary warships. We've completed the interplanetary warships project, allowing us the ability to construct basic spaceship or warship components, which is awesome. But we can't do any of that anytime soon. Magazine and electronic countermeasures will come with that in time. What should we research next? I'm thinking we need to start looking at management research. If we do get the United States, we're going to go above our cap again. So if we get that slowly going over time, that might be good. Space dock would be great because we want to build spaceships. But we can't build spaceships until we have space mining, and that's still going to be ages apart. So we do want that as a priority, but it's a long-term thing because we can't do that for a while. So I think management research. So we've currently got some long-term research things going on. Electrostatic propulsion will be coming very soon.
Tell me what we need to send more people further, faster. Otherwise, we'll be stuck playing defense forever, and that's just a slow way to lose. Commander Fiona Ayawade, technical briefing.
I mean, fair. Yeah, okay, so electrostatic propulsion is complete. The Academy contributed the most research and has selected Ad Astra to the stars as a new direction for global research. Of the many factors that have kept humanity tethered to our home planet since we have first sent a man to space all those decades ago, the foremost is fuel demands. Any deep space propulsion system needs to manage its fuel as efficiently as possible to allow for long distance travel. Now, by using electrostatic fields, our researchers believe they have found a workable solution. This novel thruster concept employs an elegant array of electrostatic fields to guide and accelerate the fuel. The fuel is pushed through an almost frictionless system of pipes to gain velocity. Once it has reached the desired velocity, the fuel is expelled through thrusters, pushing the spaceship forward. The beauty of these thrusters is the tunability of electrostatic fields, which allows the spacecraft to select just the right amount of acceleration for any maneuver. Even though the current design allows accurate control of the spaceship's thrust, engineers believe that in time we will be able to push the fuel velocity even further using high-energy electrostatic fields. So we get future technology of high-energy electrostatic propulsion, and projects that will come up are the ion drive and the Hall drive. And we do have those in the real world. They're not that novel. They are on satellites already, but this would be for the high-energy, large-scale usage. Awesome. Technology.
Unable to increase security.
Strange behavior. Great. We have new reports of returned abductees in the Sana'a region of Yemen. Their relatives say they are behaving strangely and saying the aliens are peaceful and here to help humanity. Our analysts believe this is a sign the aliens are attempting to gain influence by shifting a public opinion in the favor of the servants. So, Yemen, the place that is behaving very strangely. That's where we need to put our efforts with surveilling and stuff next time. What are they doing to us? What is their plan? Assault alien life forms successful.
Our associates are now in charge.
And the purge mission was successful in Italy. So we now got 2 out of 4. So our 1 in 5% chance there, well, actually it went down to 16% for some reason. Failed. Paramilitary violence. We have strong evidence that Israeli paramilitaries are committing atrocities in the Damascus region. Oh no. Come on, guys. We've got aliens to worry about. The government of Israel has naturally denied any involvement, but we are obliged to respond nevertheless. Crackdown on armed groups in the Damascus region. Paramilitary violence 2 event. Small amount of damage to the economy and population in Damascus. Unrest in Syria increases by 1. Cohesion in Syria changes by -1. Project S's commits an atrocity. Oh man, no. Request peacekeeping support from the international community. Pay influence. Event unlocked paramilitary violence 2. Causes a small amount of damage to the economy and population in Damascus. Unrest in Syria increases by 1. Attempt to negotiate directly with Israel. 50% chance damage to the economy and population in Damascus. 50% chance more damage and unrest in Syria and cohesion change. Retaliate in kind by funding our own paramilitaries. Geez. Pay 510 ops. We commit an atrocity. Unrest in Syria increases by 1. Unrest in Israel increases by 3. I think the best option was international support. It's all shit, but yeah. There's no good options, are there? Can you control United States 12%? Okay. Public campaign again. Dump in money. 88%. Investigate alien activity in Yemen over there. Do it. Let's do defend interests here. You assault some alien ass. And you do a surveil location here where we're worried about things happening. We do have some new ops that became available. Let's check if anyone can have them. I think we're running out of funds for these. Buttus energy. Space mining output. Doesn't hurt. I'm going to do it. A bonus to space mining. It's small. We can always get rid of that later on. What expired? Defend interest in Syria.
Securing our control.
Let's just quickly pause. I forgot to adjust because we got another point in Italy. More increase in public support in the United States. Strange behavior. More things happening in Yemen. People being weird. Again. So there's definitely some strange stuff going on there. Objective complete. We completed the investigate returned abductees objective. The hoax theory has now been abandoned by all but a handful of stubborn holdouts. Our investigators have confirmed that several of the returned abductees are engaging in espionage activities against local governments. In other words, spying. Unfortunately, the most likely explanation is that the aliens are somehow exercising influence over the abductees and using them to gather information. It seems we must retask some of our research and intelligence capabilities towards investigating the aliens' plans. Are they even humans now? Are they sending back clones? What's happening? So that is our next objective, figuring out what the hell they're doing. We can no longer avoid making a focused effort towards analyzing the aliens' goals. Based upon what we have discovered about the alien abductions, we should be able to learn more about their operations. These weird buggers. United Kingdom, under the control of the Resistance, and Syria have ended their alliance. All these alliances just falling apart. And with Oman, geez. And Russia and Namibia are now rivals. People just... We've got bigger problems. Hell... Okay, can we do a control with 4% base? Can we get 64, 24%? 1 in just about 4 chance, using almost all the influence we can ever spend. Can we get a point in the United States? We can investigate enemy councillors. Doesn't hurt, I'm going to do that. And you can go after some aliens in Saudi Arabia. Let's give you some ops. Pew, pew, pew. Maybe while the other dude is doing a thing there, you can do a public campaign and keep the support going. We can now undertake the Alien Operations Project. So detection of all alien operations. Ooh, we should put that as a priority after our next researches are done. We have improved our knowledge of Sean McMaster. We know the target's identity and their affiliation with the Academy. We can say, hey dude, we know about you. We can see your apparent skills, and that's when we can see, oh, if your loyalty is very low, we could perhaps turn you, but it's not that low. Come on, 24%. Where's Lady Luck? Come on. You can do it. New project available, Ion Drive 1, Ion Drive 2, Ion Drive 3, Ion Drive 4, Ion Drive 5, Ion Drive 6. So the number of engines per... Cool. Ion Drives. They're great for long distance travel. The aliens sort us back. Come on, give us some luck somewhere else. 24% chance. Can we do it? Critical success. Hell yeah. It gave us a boost by 2% in public opinion, and we have 1 of 6 control points in the United States of America. First people there. We've done it. So let's look at this. We want to put some points in Unity because it's fractured. We want to put some points in welfare. We don't want to put points in spoils. We do want to continue, however, with funding, boost, and mission control, especially boost at this point. So I'm actually going to put it as something like that. And hopefully that's going to help a lot. So we can maybe try for another control point. It's going to start costing a lot of influence. So maybe we need to look at some orgs to increase some of our things. But this is how we're going to get our boost up. You see, we're now at 48 per year. That's great. So we just need to increase our control point cap over here. We are doing our management research. There is going to take like 6 months. So we do need to improve that in other ways. We were looking at that last time. We can get improvements by doing admin command persuasion. We did get a new bunch of orgs available, but we can't afford any of them. But that's great. That is amazing. And we've got an army under control by having them. Cool. Not that we really have much use for armies, but it's cool shit. Okay, so we're getting an influence cost now. We can counteract this by just increasing our influence gain or by reducing this command point cost thing. Let's just see if, again, just go look through all these orgs. If anything is available, we can survive a couple months like this. And by a couple, I mean a few, but it is going to be a problem. Now our success chance at base is up to 6%. If we put influence in there, we can get 30%. We don't want to spend influence at this point, however. Not all of it because of that problem.
Standing by.
Let's look at our nations and unrest. It's still Syria, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan. Let's just keep going in Syria over here.
Make things safe.
You can keep finding aliens. I think we can get you to inspire someone now. Let's just look at our counselors again. 13, 3, 10, 8, 6. Let's get Vagesh a bit higher. Give 1 influence to that 80%. And we can get him to investigate people. Let's start looking at all our enemy counselors. 91% chance.
Investigating target.
So we have improved the loyalty of Vagesh over there, but we're not sure how much we did it. We've learnt about Primar Shika, affiliated with the Servants, who is an evangelist. Of course they are. Persuasion is perhaps quite high. Our research is almost up to 700. Adversaries have done a crackdown in the Baltic states. We've also lost our defense interests in Portugal and Syria. We do need to reinstate those. However, that's influence that we don't have. Now up to 8 mission controls. The aliens have rapidly become more popular in China. Perhaps we should investigate any activity. And there's a servant over there. So, yeah. So it looks like Mr. Pramal over here is perhaps doing some influence missions in China. Makes me upset because I was hoping we could get there. What is our success chance of a public campaign in China? If we dump in a ton of money, 38%, I'm going to do it. Fight them with propaganda. Luckily, most of our unrest is going down. So let's do one more here. Defend interest costs 20. We actually are at a positive influence income now for some reason. I guess we're getting it from the United States. Let's look at our nations and see where we've got the least public support. Gulf states, Afghanistan, Czech Republic. They actually cracked down over there. If we can get them out of here, it will cost points for us, but it means we've got further control there. Got to take these opportunities as they come up. So, crackdown in Finland, okay. We're now able to undertake the Hall Drive project. Failed the Purge mission in the Gulf States, okay. Got some new orgs available. Let's see if we can afford any of them. The Risen Trust, or the Risen Trust. Rastaban Technology Group. The Hera Trust. Cannot be a sociopath. Meh. XP wise, we got a couple with 20. What is your home nation? Indonesia. I'm going to give you a little bit more command because we're doing a lot of military ops with you, and that does go towards our point cap over there. And giving you some more admin would do the same, I believe. I think it was admin, command and persuasion, wasn't it? Let's just double check. Admin, command and persuasion. So if we give you another admin, we can get more orgs for you as well. Reduce our influence cost there as well. So now we're up to a 50 income per day. Great. Aliens continue to become more popular in China. I do not like that. I don't want them to cap China because that gives them a lot of power. We don't want the servants to have any great nations. We can do sabotage against space facilities, but the success chance is very low because they've probably got defend missions on them. Did we defend this point? We did not. So let's do that. It costs us influence, but we have it now, so I'm going to do it. It's very important to keep that now that we've got it. You can try and do another purge here. Alien base at Lorenzo's Landing on Despina. Stalwart Warden base. Aliens are spreading. Maybe I should have focused on China since it's nearby, but America was an easier target for us. Okay, so we did get that control point in the Gulf states, so I think maybe we should defend and start working up relations there. Investigate alien activity, more alien activity. Let's investigate another enemy counselor. Let's do a public campaign in the Gulf states. We can even put a little bit of money in there. Since we've got alien abductions, let's get you over here seeing what the hell's going on.
Initiating recon.
You can get some more things. I'm going to give him some investigation, because he's the one that we're using to investigate the enemy counselors, right?
Surveillance complete.
Investigate counselor critical mission success. We have learned significant new information about Yakub Lupsenko. We have their identity, affiliation with the initiative, and work as a politician. We have also a detailed profile of the counselor that is available in the intel section. We estimate the counselor has a loyalty score of 3. That's someone who would be turnable. But we know their actual skills. They're government, affluent, connected sociopaths, oligarchs. They've got a bunch of orgs. Do they have any that do boost? It doesn't look like it. So now we know a lot about this dude. We could potentially do a turn mission. Do we need to know the actual loyalty before we do that?
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Hey, we actually got success with public campaign in China. Not bad. 9%. It's nothing to scoff at compared to 0. Now September 2024. Let's see these new orgs we've got. We've got Nimbus Information Group, gives sabotage project and some espionage. And this one gives advise. Meh. So we could go on them and do another investigate, and then we might be able to turn them. Go kill some aliens. We know their actual loyalty now, 2. Very low. Very low. So we can maybe convert this guy, well, turn them to our cause next turn. Now able to undertake the fission pile project that allows us to do some nuclear reactors in space. A coup in Afghanistan. Supporters of the initiative have engineered a coup, resetting control points from us to them. Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
I will report when my mission.
Did we just lose the Earth? I think we just ran into a bug. All the aliens just won the war and they took away the entire planet. Well, that's the end of the series. Oh, sorry. I think that's a bug. I don't know if that's ever been seen. Don't know what happened. But I've been recording for a while, so I think that's a good place to stop. I'll check you next time, and hopefully the Earth will be back. Subscribe.